Hi everyone, Shane here with my Premier League predictions for match week 12. In the early game tomorrow, Cardiff take on Brighton. I've gone for a 1-0 victory for struggling Cardiff. Now on to the 3 o'clock games. Huddersfield take on West Ham. I've gone for a 2-0 victory for West Ham United in this one. Leicester City then take on Burnley. I've gone for a 2-1 victory for Leicester after their superb victory under the circumstances last week against Cardiff. And I reckon they're going to win again this week. So there we go. Newcastle take on Bournemouth. I've gone for a 3-1 victory for Bournemouth in that one, as I reckon Newcastle were very fortuitous last week to come out on top by a 1-0 against Watford. Watford missed several chances to score a goal, but it wasn't their day, and all credit to Newcastle. They managed to get their goal and they took their chance, and the 3 points was theirs. So that's it. I reckon their luck has run out because they used it all up last week. So there we go. Southampton take on Watford. Southampton are struggling. Watford are doing very well most weeks in the Premier League this year. So I've gone for a 2-0 victory for Watford. Then the 5:30 game tomorrow evening sees Crystal Palace take on Spurs. I've gone for a 2-1 victory for Tottenham Hotspur in the London Derby. Then there are 4 games taking place on Sunday. First up sees the game between Liverpool and Fulham. Liverpool need to bounce back after their horrendous display on Tuesday evening in Serbia. I reckon they will do, and they'll beat Fulham by 3-0. Fulham also had a horrendous performance on Monday against Huddersfield, where they took full advantage. Obviously, as we all know, fair play to Huddersfield on that one. Then Chelsea take on Everton. I've gone for a 3-0 victory for Chelsea in that one. Arsenal take on Wolves. I've gone for a 3-1 victory for the Gunners there. And then the biggest game of the weekend takes place at the Etihad Stadium. I reckon Manchester City will come out on top by 2-1 against City rivals Manchester United. Albeit anything can really happen in this game, folks. A perfect example of this happened on Wednesday evening when Manchester United came back from a goal down to win by 2-1 against Juventus with 5 minutes to go. But I reckon after last season's game, when Manchester United beat Manchester City by 3-2 at the Etihad, that is Manchester City's turn this time. 2-1 to Man City. So right, Super 6 has 4 Premier League games this weekend. I've given you my predictions for them already, and we have 2 Championship games. I've gone for a 3-1 victory for Derby County over Aston Villa, and a 2-0 victory for Middlesbrough over Wigan Athletic. It's a great game, so feel free to play it if you like. And 250 grand up for grabs. Now, my Fantasy Premier League team for this week is as follows. I have Ettridge in goals. My backline is made up of Alonso, Christian Fuchs, and Andy Robinson. My midfield consists of Conte, Salah, Hazard, Mane, and Andre Gray. excuse me, Demarai Gray in midfield. And then I have Andre Gray up front for Watford, the Watford striker obviously, and Callum Wilson. So that's it for this week, folks. If you've liked the show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also feel free to comment. I have no problem with that. All the best, take care from Shane, have a great weekend.